All of you, as we can see, the first question and second they put up with 25 marks, the third puts you to 50, right? Now the first says that make a mural for a South Indian restaurant, entrance wall using banana leaves and three colors only, right? Therefore the content has already talked to you. Basic shapes, that is going to be a banana leaf, right? And three colors moreover. Now what you would decide to pick up as colors here? What is the content? It's a mural. What is the place? It's a South Indian restaurant, right? So what would be your choice of color? Can I understand? Black, neutrals, warm, red, cool, blue, or which one? Or do I put myself with one basic content which is going to be the green color of the leaf? Can I put a black tinge to it? And what is going to be my third color? Does anybody has to answer that? Can anybody put a suggestion to it? What are the basic colors which I would choose to be taken up? Let me see. I will start using up, of course, one of the major content, that is going to be the green. Obviously, because the leaf has to display itself with the green, that would take it up in most real manner, right? Next, I should be taking up a black, of course. Why? Because green is being best balanced with black, and then I'll be able to put underneath the shadow effects. The third color is going to be something which is going to decide the major foreground of the mural. Because what is the common context of a banana leaf related with a South Indian restaurant? That you take a leaf format and commonly what do? You are going to eat over it, right? So that means if I have to talk of a background and the basic foreground, right? The background would be my leaf part, whereas my foreground is going to be the content which I may display to put up information about the restaurant, right? Now let us see how would I start. First, can I decide what is going to be my foreground? What kind of information will I display in my foreground? Will that be the name, or will that be the dishes, or will that be some graphics which is related with both, right? Now, how do you signify majorly locating a restaurant? Because that is the prime content. If you're near about a restaurant or a hotel, you need to know, okay, there is a hotel here, I can go and eat, right? That means one word which is majorly related is to eat. And when do you do that? Is majorly when you are being hungry, right? Now I have freedom of using 4 banana leaves here, right? And let me start working that with, say, the basic profile. Now can you make out with this content that it's a banana leaf? Everybody? At the same time, will I be able to count upon that how many banana leaves have been used? Now I have slightly gone towards the thinner end there, right? So how many have been used now? All of you. How many have been used now? That has been 2, right? Now let me for myself put a shade difference to the leaves so that it's not only that I count upon the leaves, but I am able to introduce slightly a character of change in the color, right? Now, when does this happen, that when the color of the leaves change? When does the color change? Can anybody tell me? It's both the cases. It may be a new leaf, or the concept may even change when the leaf is getting old. So, how many leaves I am being able to make now? I've been able to make 4 leaves, right? Now, I know that the green has to be blown out, right? Let me see if I can do that by using a black, right? Now you will realize here, the moment I start using black, look at that. The color contrast is going to come up faster. Of course, what I'm going to do beyond this is I'm also going to use up with filling up the entire banana leaves also, right? Because the actual contrast is going to work when I'm going to fill up the entire banana leaves. Maybe I may use one leaf to be left blank, because it's not necessary that you color the entire thing when you are using colors. Now you will realize here that earlier the green outline was becoming more important, but the moment I have started putting in black, I can use both the options, because as such I am going to color the leaf. So I can even hide the outline, because the entire color of the leaf is going to be green and filled with green, right? Why black has become more important? Because had it been it was white, it seems as if that the space is being left incomplete. But when you use a black, you feel that no, the space has been worked up. Now do you see the change? The inlets of the banana leaf, they have become more prominent because I've used a black there. Can you notice? The black inlet has become more important. It works as if some channel of water is being moving in. Now yes, this place you can also be using blue, the peacock blue content, and even that will look nice. Now, the gaps which have been coming up, they will put more attention, not only with the verdict of black. Can somebody introduce which way will I like to put in the hotel name, or if say the top word says eat or hungry, I mean what word can I pick up, and can you suggest which way do I put writing the word on the mural so that it looks good as well? Any suggestions? I've used up one of the fresh and lively colors, and the next I've used up is a neutral color. So I have choice of going towards both the ends. I can go towards the warms, I can go towards another neutral as well. Anybody? Now let me complete. Up till then, I'll put the mic off, and then I'll put you. How do we discuss about putting a name to it? Everybody could see the change now. What change has occurred? Now, do you believe that filling the green color is going to be more important or not filling it? Everybody, filling the green color is going to be more important or not filling it? Can somebody suggest? Perfectly fine. Not filling is going to blow up the composition more, right? But still, let us work one part specifically and just see the difference, right? Now, did you see that while I'm filling the color, I'm not doing it the way is thick outline. So I can do it both ways, and the color filling may be looking very dense and thick. See the difference both the sides. I can do the color with the light intensity also. And I can do the color with dark intensity also. Can you see the difference? But the dark intensity makes it look that the color is too bold, right? Whereas the light intensity puts it to be merging with the background. Am I right? But then of course, it depends which way do you wish to put it. If you wish to make it very bold, you can do with the darker side. If you wish to do it subtle and soft, you can do with the lighter segment. And while you're doing that, it's not necessary that you do all the leaves into that color. It has been asked that sketch a mural with banana leaves, not that you have to make them colored and in green only. You have to be depicting a banana leaf or utilizing a banana leaf just as a graphics aid to make that mural, right? Now, it can also be done that I can take up the major leaf at the same time also. Now, can you see that the coloring is being done in strokes? All of you, do you realize that? The coloring is being done in strokes. Why? Because that is the prime feature of a banana leaf. So that means even if you're using color pencils or wax crayons, your color has not to be very uniform. Rather, the directional strokes have to be seen. Right? At the same time, I should realize that below that dark greener leaf, I have this blend of light green there. Right? Because of course, this has to continue here also. If suppose I am finalizing half of the color in light and half of the color in dark. Now you will still realize that leaving the white at times makes the composition a bit more attractive. Right? Now we are left with that what have we to write upon over the mural. Right? Say suppose I have to write the word eat. Okay? That may simply say or maybe say I have to write vegetarian. That will automatically mean that only vegetarian food served here. Right? Now if say suppose I have to write that, can I select a blue color here to do that? And where do we eat? It's over the banana leaf, right? No, my dear, it's the green light stroke which has been given. For you, the difference may be if you've used a sketch pen of green to make the outline and color pencil or wax crayon of the same green, to fill in color. You are not changing the color in this case, right? Now, why did I make that blue line extended, right? Now, maybe this wall, as it says, is the entrance wall, right? Now, maybe this wall is such a way, look at this, that this is the entrance of the hotel and it has the mural, right? So if say you are being told that you are making the mural on this wall, right? And say my wall has a door towards the side, right? That is this location. So what I have done is I have tried to utilize the outline of the door. That means the T which is being written, that would be somewhat this way, and I would put the door outline this way. Got the difference? When you're doing that in the exam, even there you can do the same fact, that instead of just making a 2D composition, you can turn your space into 3D. Did you get that? Is it fine, everybody? Can we proceed to the next? You're given a keychain, a pen cap, a cap of toothpaste tube, right? You can use the keychain only once, and the caps can be used more than once to make a composition. Okay. Now, the most important thing which is being desired here is that where do you place things on your base? What kind of base would you like to project? Something which is too small otherwise, but when it is noticed very closely in relation to a pen cap and a toothpaste tube cap, what does blow out very strongly? Say maybe it's a table mat, right? Now, even with the table mat, you're going to have the caps pretty small and you have to make a composition, right? So you can see the way I've done that on the paper. It's not necessary that your entire boundary is supposed to come. If that's a table mat, only this much could be seen out of it. That puts you to decide that yes, you have taken a closer view of the table mat, right? Now I will start up with, say, for example, the caps, right? Somewhat this is going to be the profile. Is it fine? Now, say suppose I have to view that still closer. That means I will reduce on the content of the table mat being shown and I will increase the size. Look at that. Let me complete that. Right? Now, what is commonly the position of a pen cap? Do we see it standing or do we see it lying down?